Hi, I'm Alice Cleary.
And I'm Katherine Russo, and we're both members of the HMS Student Council.
We are so excited to continue our March Madness Women's History Month tournament, where we get a chance to be the teachers.
Today, we are excited to be joined by three esteemed members of our faculty, Ms. Hay, Mrs. Shantz, and Dr. Finn. Welcome, everyone.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Hi.
Your task is simple. Well, not really. We're going to present you with the stories of two great women, women whose stories we don't believe get enough recognition. Then we're going to see if you can debate to figure out which of the two will move on in the competition.
Who had the most impact? Who is more inspirational? Who is flat out cooler? It sounds simple, but I don't think it's going to be. So let's move on to our fourth matchup representing the Marie Curie bracket. Alice, why don't you get us started by telling our trio about Mae Jemison?
Of course. I'm so excited to introduce you to the influential and brilliant Mae Jemison. Born in 1956, Jemison embodied the idea of bravery and became the first Black woman in space. Jemison was always very fond of astronomy and in 1973 graduated high school as an honors student. She then went on to pursue a degree in biomedical engineering from Stanford, and from there her achievements began to skyrocket. She got chosen for NASA's astronaut program, and after 1 year became the first African-American woman astronaut. In September 1992, Jemison flew into space and conducted experiments on weightlessness and motion sickness on the crew and herself. Following Jemison's historic flight, she ensured that we should recognize how both women and members of other minority groups can contribute if given the opportunity, and says never be limited by other people's limited imaginations. Well, teachers, what do you think of her story?
I'm pro space.
I need to hear a little bit more.
Get out, Miss Shantz.
Yeah, I don't want to be limited by my imagination, so I need to hear a little bit more about her, and then maybe Beggie's person as well. You know, I'm still formulating.
I'm not sold right yet. You know,
I'm easy. Space is cool. She's awesome.
I guess it's my turn. Prepare to be amazed by Elizabeth Blackwell. Elizabeth Blackwell was an amazing and inspiring woman. She took charge of her own life and became the first woman to ever receive a medical degree. She was born in England in 1821 and grew up in a supportive household of forward thinkers. In 1832, her family moved to the United States and started a life in Ohio. She was inspired to become a doctor when a dying friend told her circumstance would have been better if she was given a female doctor. Elizabeth faced plenty of discrimination and was dismissed by many male professors and mentors. She persevered, and in 1868, she opened her own medical degree college in New York City that would both accept men and women.
Oh, dang. That's good.
I know. You know what? My heart's just Elizabeth.
I mean, let's face it, 19th century, and she's doing all these things as a not only as a woman, but as a Black woman. I mean, come on, an astronaut, yeah, an astronaut. But this, she's helping people. She's risking her life to help. And then the Planned Parenthood Center in Philadelphia is named after her.
You don't help them out with your own facts, sir.
I know. That sounds amazing.
No.
Can we ask you questions about them?
Yeah.
All right. Alice, save May. Give me more facts so I can defend her space qualities better.
Well, she continues to speak out for women's equality, and yeah,
She's still alive today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, points in her favor. She's not dead.
Besides going on in space and doing these experiments, how does she give back to the community?
Well,
NASA?
She did teach, I forget what college she taught at, but she was a professor and she did teach. So I guess education.
Do you know where she taught?
I'm not positive about that.
Is it a high school or was it
it was
college?
a
College. Was it an Ivy League school? Was it an elite college or was it like community college or something like that?
I'm not sure about that.
Spell her last name.
Jemison is J.
J
Sorry.
Jemison.
Okay.
Astronaut.
Oh, this is not how we conduct proper research by Googling, Miss Shantz.
Oh, Stanford University. Engineering. Sorry, I was looking at helping her out.
And that's where she went. So, you know,
Makes sense.
maybe a little bit of a.
Yeah. Did Dr. Blackwell do any education, Catherine?
Yeah, she started her own. Good.
Yeah, she started her own community college, which gave others the opportunity to earn their medical degree.
Dang it. That's like, she's really
Was there ever a story of her overcoming any kind of treatment or any kind of racism, violence?
I didn't get any specific details, but when she was applying for colleges and universities and like just looking for mentors in general, she definitely struggled with that because no one was open to the idea of a woman being a doctor.
What was her medical like focus, and what was her focus for Mae Carroll Jensen? What was her like primary focus with space? Like, what were their two identities? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Do you want to go first, Catherine?
Yeah, so she was a physician. I didn't get the exact detail of like what specifically she focused in,
Okay.
but she was a physician. Yeah.
Jemison was focused on weightlessness and motion sickness when she was in space. So,
as someone who has issues with roller coasters, I value the sacrifices that woman made.
I wonder if she's had any interest in the Mars exploration that's happening right now. That's pretty cool.
I assume so, because she's very into space. So,
Peace.
So Elizabeth Blackwell, Mr. Langan told me that she's a white woman, not an African American, as I might have stated earlier.
Yeah, Jemison is African American, I believe, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have my pick.
I have my pick as well, Miss Hay.
I think I do it well.
So who's your pick?
My pick is Miss Blackwell, just because of the time period and the commitment to helping others. Being an astronaut is phenomenal. Just the amount of work that has to go into it, the intelligence, the physical attributes that you have to withstand to go out in the space. But I feel like if it wasn't for Elizabeth Blackwell, maybe those things would not have happened for Macy, just leading the way to
paving a path.
Yeah, paving a path.
Yeah, so Elizabeth, that's my girl. That's my vote.
I want to go space, but I believe, for the reasons that they articulated, that Dr. Blackwell, just the time period, the trials, the fact that she does give back to the community, I want to give it to Mae, but I think I'm leaning to Dr. Blackwell.
Yeah. All right.
That settles it. Oh, sorry, did you want to say something?
No, I was just saying all three, unanimous.
And that settles it. Elizabeth Blackwell will be moving on to the next round of competition.
And who will she face?
Sorry, I think that's to be determined.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you to our teachers for joining us, and thanks to all of you at home for watching.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah, this is amazing.
And thank you for teaching us.
Yeah. Yes. I have notes. I'm educated now.
Me too. I have notes too.
I have notes too.
School doesn't count without research spot.
Some of us are old school. Some of us are new school.
I was basically being a student by being beep beep bop boop. Gotta look it up.
Cool. You would admit that.
Appreciate it.
Be sure to tune in to our next episode to learn more about some great women in history.
Thanks, Catherine. Thanks, Alice.
Thanks, Becky.
Thank you,
Thanks,
guys.
Alice.